all of you. MIFF is going to close tomorrow, but we believe that the celebration has just begun. MIFF, in its current edition, has brought filmmakers together so that they can explore the possibilities to unravel the impossible. For those of you who haven't yet had a taste of MIFF, log in to miff.in, register yourself in the hybrid mode, and you'll get to watch all the beautiful films available online in the competition category. I would like to introduce to you a panel of very esteemed filmmakers here, presently available with us, who are going to talk about their projects, their inspirations behind it. To begin with, I would introduce the director, Dadi R. Pandey, of his film Every Life Matters. Sir has brought his film in the short fiction national competition category. Dadi R. Pandey is a theatre and film actor with a career spanning almost 2 decades. Since 1996, he has been an actor in the Hindi film, television, and advertising industry. As a director, Every Life Matters is his debut film. Welcome, sir. Welcome, team Every Life Matters.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
Next on board, we have the director of APPA'S Seasons, Radhika Parsidha, along with her team. She is screening her film in the national competition category. It's a short fiction. Radhika Parsidha is a theatre actor by training and practicing, psychotherapist by education. She has worked in multiple number of theatre groups in Chennai and Puducherry from 2009 onwards. And primarily she's performing in English and Tamil. She has also played the lead in Tamil film Kuttaram Kadital, which won the national award in 2015, and Kadagu in 2017. She's also co-directed and wrote the short film I Exist, which won Best Short at the All Lights India International Film Festival and Best Film Gender at Woodpecker International Film Festival, Delhi. We have another directorial debut here. She has done APPA'S Seasons, and this is her first project as a director. All the best, ma'am. We have with us director Anuj Bharadwaj, who's brought his film A Good Job, Ek Achhi Naukri, to MIFF. It's a short fiction and competing in the national competition category. Anuj Bharadwaj has been making films for the past 4 years. His first film, The Number, has been screened at several film festivals around the world. Apart from making films, he has also written 3 plays which have been showcased at many places. Welcome, sir. And last but not the least, we have a very sweet film by the name called Sweet Biryani. It's a short fiction in the national competition category. The director and his team, K. Jayachandra Hashmi, is here with us today. Welcome, sir. Director K. Jayachandra Hashmi is a filmmaker with a specialization in media arts and sociology. His short films, Mauna Mozu, Aram, Kalavu, and Tulet have won awards at film festivals, including the UAE International Short Film Festival, Kolkata International Short Film Festival, and El Paso International Film Festival, USA. I welcome all the dignitaries who are present here, and I would start with the director and the team of Sweet Biryani to introduce their films to our audience.
Hi, good evening to all. My name is Jayachandra Hashmi, and first let me introduce my team. He's Praveen, cinematographer of Sweet Biryani, and he's Gautam, editor of our film. Sweet Biryani is a story of Marimuthu. He's a food delivery guy who used to travel around hundreds of kilometers per day in his bike to deliver food for his family's economical needs. He's a type of guy who enjoys riding bike all day. On what looked like an ordinary day, he's facing humiliations and discriminations, and how he faces that and how he retaliates is the story of Sweet Biryani. Actually, the spark came from an article I read long ago in Tamil magazine Ananda Vikadan. It was written by a famous Tamil writer S. Ramakrishnan. He has narrated a very powerful incident about an old man living alone in an apartment. He receives a courier and he will ask the courier boy whether he can spend some 5 minutes to sit and speak with him. He's also ready to give some money. So that's the scene that initiated everything. So we developed a script based on that, and we made the protagonist character as a food delivery guy and finished the script. And actually, we were ready to go for a shoot in the next 10 days. I called him, the writer S. Ramakrishnan sir, and I mailed him to ask his permission and wishes. He gave us a shocking reply that another future film director, he's a good director in Tamil, he acquired the rights for the same story from him, and he just finished the shooting of that film. So it was actually a very big shocker for us. Then we consoled us ourselves, and we thought, let us think of a more organic way to end the film. That's the climax portion of the earlier version. That is how we ended in the current version. We just decided to keep food as the connecting tool in the film. Marimuthu is a guy who is traveling with packs of food in his bag. He meets a mother and a child who has not eaten anything since morning. So that irony is something that made this film possible. And we were conscious just about one thing. We did not want to make any ideology or show any ideology or politics into the film artificially. But we were conscious about one thing, there is no art without politics. Everything is politics here, and if anybody says this film is not a political film or it doesn't have any politics, then I believe that is the most dangerous politics. So even every commercial film have a very dangerous politics. So we just decided to add a political background angle wherever it is possible. Actually, Sweet Biryani has many kind of political things discussed. It deals with food politics, gender politics, class politics, and everything is there. But you can see everything will be an integrated one. We did not want to write a scene and then add a political angle to it. We just added it to his life and his journey. He is a food delivery guy, so obviously he meet different kind of people, right? And his backdrop is there, his family is there. So food is connected in each and every aspect of the film. So wherever there is life in the film, we just added on which politics that life is happening. So that is about the political angle of Sweet Biryani. It is a light-hearted, emotional story of a young guy who is experiencing some unexpected situations. Praveen, he can talk about how we planned and executed the film, because cinematography is a very tough work when it comes to Sweet Biryani. It's a travel film for half of the time. Let me.
Hi, my name is Praveen. I'm a South Indian based cinematographer, photographer also. So Sweet Biryani was an experience for me first. Before I get into the technical part of it, I just wanted to say one thing, because it was a very cathartic experience for me also. Because before and after the film, I treat delivery guys very differently. To be really honest, I treat them very differently because being in the film and then experiencing those things sort of gave me composure to talk to them properly, because I wouldn't mind. I would sometimes pick up fights if it was late and all. So that happened after the film. But before that, as he was saying, I first listened to the script nearly 4 years back with the first ending. And after that didn't happen, we wanted to do something really natural, also where it wouldn't feel forced. The story should have a very good ending is what we thought of. And then one day we were talking about how as we get out of a hotel, people come and ask us for food, and how it tears you apart inside. And because you just ate fully, and then there's also this irony of not being able to help them as much as they want. So we spoke about that a lot. And then all of those things started bleeding into my work for cinematography also. So For the technical aspects of film, the film was shot on a Sony camera with one native lens and with no tripod because we wanted it to be as much natural as possible and handled as possible. And it's a travel film. My first concern was focus, of course. I don't want to get too technical here, but at the same time, it's a very fast film. He drives very fast. He loves driving a lot. So, and we shot so much footage of him driving or his point of view of driving. We had so many hours of footage for that alone. So, other than that, I wanted to convey something that was already. I just wanted to point it out that there are things in the society that is happening right in front of our eyes, which are often not realized, or maybe even I was like that. I didn't realize certain things, certain politics that happens around me. But then later, this film sort of, helped me realize few things and then decide on a few things. So other than that, we shot for 3 days, right? 3 days, we shot for 3 days. 2 days was the complete talkie portion. 1 day was the patch. But like I said, every time we decided to do something, it sort of worked. That's the magic of cinema, I guess. Also, somehow nature always helped us because I didn't want very harsh light for the 3 days. Only for those 3 days, the light was beautiful, and then fourth day, Chennai was being Chennai again. So, so everything happened on those 3 days, and like it all came together because we wanted to put out this story. At any cost, I wanted the story to be completed. I wanted to see it on screen and feel it for myself as a film lover. So that was my first and foremost thought behind Sweet Biryani. And everything else worked out, I guess, because it did very well on the Indian panorama also, because people loved it in Goa. And then again in Jodhpur, because I've had many people come and talk to me personally about the film and how it touched them and how much they are taking away from this film. Even yesterday after the screening, there was one guy who came and asked him, "Can I hug you?" That I think I want that more than the technical part. That's why I'm into filmmaking. So this film was completely satisfying on that aspect for me. Yeah, next is Gautam.
Same like before, you haven't left anything like that. Huh? You have almost shared everything, so I don't know what to share from my side. So Sweet Biryani, to me, I read the script on that COVID. So I read the script on the COVID pandemic time, and then I felt wow, there are so many wow moments even in the reading time itself. Then I mean the first draft before he changed, and as I said, I really liked it. I like the script, and we will work together. So once he done with the shoot, then the real issue starts. As he said, they shot in 3 times, edited. Do you remember how many days we edited? Goes on like this, they got footages like 7 hours, 8 hours for a day. Like there is a sequence of a guy Marimuthu traveling. So in the script he mentions Marimuthu traveling, Marimuthu delivering, and the next scene comes. So for that I have to fill the 2 line as a sequence of 10 minutes. So that was a huge task which comes to editable. They have as it is a passing shot or a traveling shot, they can't ensure anything, including the focus, as Praveen is very much focused on the shots, not to follow the focus, but he somehow managed to get the footages within the available sources. So we have no way, we have to sit and watch all the 7 hours, 8 hour footage, and we have to grab the good pieces, and we have to make it like a collage, and then we have to sort it off as it so how to narrate it with the story. And it was a huge job, and it's a proper collaborative way that we three had a same vision of making it together, because we haven't we didn't had any idea of sending it to the film festivals or anything. We just make it, we will do on work. We can all we will join together and we will make it work. But all our vision was same. We planned together and we worked together, and this is how we got out. And the screening also, then the screening we have a very huge applause, because we haven't even think that people will take the emotions in our like a way, because we thought we make a Tamil film and we just make for ourselves. So our local guys, local people will watch, and they shake the hands and leave. But when the people really when the hero hurts, the people hurts. When the hero give back come back or comment something, the people really get cherished and they got freshed up, and all these connections. There is a really really hard, overwhelming and surprised. And thank you, MF, for this great opportunity. Thank you.
It is all our pleasure. Next, we are going to move to the film which talks about ACCHI Naukri. The idea of ACCHI Naukri, sir, if Anuj Bharadwaj ji could explain.
Sure. I think first of all, I think it's a big opportunity for everyone. So thank you, MIFF, for hosting us. And I think the past 4 days we all have been enjoying a lot. Talking about Achhi Naukri, it was screened in the afternoon today. We got a thumping, clapping, which was very good. And about the movie, actually the movie talks about an issue in the sense, there's a job in this world. If you have seen the movie, then you know what the job is, right? I won't say that if you haven't seen the movie. It talks about a particular job, and that's like one of the bizarre jobs in the world. And so when I saw the job in the internet, I was like, really, it happens? And I saw, and it's a very high-paying job. So I was like, how to showcase this job to the world that it actually exists. So then I started to think over it. Then I thought, it's such a bizarre job, and if somebody has a job, and it's a high-paying job also, and is can and as he's not married, then will somebody actually be okay to like her daughter to that guy, or if the girl would agree to to actually get married to that guy. So that concept came into picture. Then the characters, I thought maybe if the guy is very good looking, then what will happen more? Add more to it, right? So how this characters, started to build. Then the character of Nidhi was, it came to my mind, and I wrote the script with the dialogue and everything. Then I met Roshni, who is the lead. And when I saw her and when I discussed the script with her, I was like, sure, she will definitely do it. And she has rocked the movie completely. Over worldwide, we have got more than 30 awards. Every review, like popcorn review, every review, we're getting a very good review. Wherever we showcase the movie, the audience really looks toward this, and the idea was also to not to make it a lower side, like a dark side of it. The idea was to make people happy, and people should laugh about it also. So it was more on lighter side. It was not about the issue was on the darker side, but I want to showcase on the lighter side. So that's one of the challenge of the script. So I wrote a hilarious one, peppy dialogues, peppy situations, where people can laugh, maybe the youngsters can enjoy more. And while shooting, we had a big challenge. We were shooting on 30 and 31st December. And in Delhi, it's like winters, heavy winters. And the first day when we went back home, we couldn't see a thing. The fog was so heavy, and it was zero visibility. So we were not sure we reached back home or not. We thought next day shoot होगा कि नहीं, वो पता नहीं घर पहले वापस पहुंच जाए. So it was so this thing. But next day when we came, we shot in 2 days, just back to back. And the DOP, he's not a Rakesh ji. He did a fabulous job. The actors Pulkit and Roshni, amazing job. They did. They brought those characters to life actually. And people could see that they could actually relate to it, relate to a normal person in life, that can happen with anyone. Because today what we are doing is society matters to us. What is happening in the society, what you talk about it, how you look, what is your job. People want to flaunt everything. And that was one of the core things also. Okay, how would a girl flaunt that my husband does this kind of a job? So, she was very apprehensive about it. How will I tell the world? So she liked everything in the guy, what he looks like, what he behaves, he's educated, he does a good job, he has a good family. But this job is not right, what I can say to the world that this person does job. But the guy loved this job. The guy say, I love my job. So the question is, what is a good job? Something which you want to do yourself, or something which you want to do that the society should be happy and you are not happy. So that is the concept of the entire movie. I think Roshni did a brilliant job. Roshni is quite a famous actor on TV. She done a lot of Z TV serials. She has done Punjabi movies with Diljit also. And she is coming in 4 Telugu movies now. Her next movie is releasing in August. Maybe Roshni, if you want to say something.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to say that for this movie, he is the captain of the ship. He is the only one who made it possible. And of course, as I said, एक dark concept को बहुत hilarious way में दिखाने की कोशिश की है. लाइक आज का जो जनरेशन है और आज अब जो सोसाइटी देखते हैं, इट्स ऑलरेडी इन सो मच ऑफ डिलेमा और सो मच ऑफ ट्रेजेडी हैपन्स अराउंड. सो वी ट्राई आवर हार्ड कि हमारी मूवी से थोड़ी सी भी अगर किसी को खुशी मिली हो, सो वी ट्राई दैट. थैंक यू. आई होप यू ऑल एंजॉय इट.
Nothing more from our side. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I would move to the director of Every Life Matters. Sir, your theme of change of heart with just a dialogue is very unreal. Our audience would like to know more.
Actually, when this film came to me, I think the idea of making this film, the small thing is the realization of a person is a millionaire and his own employee is suffering and he don't know. And that was the thing which inspired me to do this film, first thing. And when we tried to do this film, that time there were a lot of problems. The lockdown is there, and people were suffering for food and job. They are losing their jobs and moving from here to there. Their villages. A lot of things were there, and they're very. Restriction. I think from time restrictions. From 8 o'clock morning to till 5 o'clock. And that was the only time we will have to shoot the film. And after 5 o'clock, there were lockdown. And so many problems were there. And but we tried it. And Girish, he's my producer. And one of my friends written this story is Ashwini Kumar. So he has written this story. And Girish will tell you what he faced actually.
Hi, my name is Girish Arora. I'm a production house called Saint Vincent Pictures. And Sujit is my friend, and we used to do the theaters a long time back. So he was after me because he knows like I have a channel on YouTube also called Saint Vincent Pictures only, and I've made around 8 to 9 short films before. But I want to upgrade myself, like I want to do something. So I made with Vinay Pathak ji also, which is right now on OTT, Big Bang OTT platform. So after that, the film was completed and film was OTT, then Sudeep was after me. We had a very good story. So we sat, he told the story, it has a very good like emotional touch. And if you would have seen, I don't know how many people have seen this movie. So I loved it, and at that time, COVID situation was there only. On and off was there, like you must have known like first time, second time and all. And the story was so good, like it really touched my heart also. And I've also been through a lot of things at that time because this production is what I have right now. Like I'm into this, I was an actor also. But parallelly, I got my company also, where I run my own company, where I do my business also. So I also passed through all that things. I have my people working for me. And at the same time, same thing happened. Like Sudeep came with the story, and we thought, let's go ahead and all. And so then we met Daddy after that. I also met him the first time because Sudeep knows him very well. So we made this film, and yes, there was a lot of restrictions, a lot of problems while making the film also because timeline was there at that time. And we made it. And after that, like I made 2-3 more short films after that also. And let's see, like we are moving in festivals and looking for a very good OTT platform after that, where we can show a movie after that. So this was the journey after that. Thank you.
He is Sudeep Sarangi. He is the actor in the film, and you must have seen in many television serials and films also. So he is the guy, he is the culprit. I am directing this film. Basically, I am an actor. I have been acting since 1983 in stage, theater, and films, ad films, television, everything. So this was my first film, and now he will tell you.
What to say? I mean, the idea came to my mind in one night. जैसे बोलते हैं ना, once upon a night, once upon a day. And though I'm not a writer, basically I'm not a writer. It was one line कि अगर if poverty and loneliness meets, encounters, what is the outcome? I mean, humanity level. So I see the positive side. If the glass is empty, I see the water, half water. I don't see the half glass empty. So there were a lot of crises that time. A lot of people were committing a lot of crimes. They were not criminals, but they had to commit crimes to survive. Survival of the fittest. Like they don't know what to do, how to run the family. People are dying, family. So the idea came to my mind, but though I was not a writer, so I had to appoint a writer for that. Idea is one line. Whenever I narrated the story, I mean, just one line to everyone, they were like, yeah, you should make this film, yeah, you should, but don't do it in a mobile में मत करना, इसको proper way में करना, क्योंकि ये film touch कर रही है. तेरे दो शब्द से तू एक लाइन बोल रहा है, मुझे टच कर रही है, everyone. तो फिर मैंने बोला यार अगर टच कर रही है तो दैट मीन्स इफ आई एम लाइकिंग दिस, आई एम लविंग दैट, सो पीपल विल डेफिनेटली लव. क्योंकि अगर आपको चीज़ पसंद आ रही है, कुछ चीज़, और आपको टच कर रही है, आपको गूज़बम्स आ रहे हैं, या आपको कुछ फीलिंग्स आ रही है, तो मुझे लग रहा है कि ये इसमें अब आगे बढ़ता हूँ. उसको मोबाइल में नहीं शूट करूँगा. पहले मेरे दिमाग में था कि मैं अपने घर में मोबाइल में शूट करूँगा, ऐसे ऐसे कुछ सोचा था. फिर थिंग्स वर वेरी डिफिकल्ट दैट टाइम बिकॉज लॉकडाउन वॉज वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट एंड आई मेट गिरीश. गिरीश वॉज माई थिएटर फ्रेंड. बहुत सालों से हम एक साथ थे. गिरीश डिडंट नो दैट कि मैं कभी ऐसे कुछ चाहूँगा कि मुझे, मैं उससे पूछ सकता था कि एक्टिंग के लिए काम दे दे यार, बट आई टोल्ड हिम कि आई हैव ए स्टोरी, आई हैव ए टीम, आई जस्ट प्रोड्यूस इट एंड इन अ गुड वे एंड लेट द थिंग्स फ्लो. चलता है, कैसे भी कुछ हो जाए, पहले अपनी फिल्म को अच्छे से बनाएंगे जैसे हमने सोचा है. एंड ददी भाई known to me from last many years, and I have seen his work as an actor and as a director also. I'll not tell that story here because I've seen his craft, I've seen his vision about direction. So we made it in 2 days and in lockdown period. मेरी फिल्म जो थी नाइट की थी, 1 नाइट, पर हम लोग नाइट में शूट नहीं कर सकते, तो वो डिफिकल्ट था. पर हम लोग सोचे नहीं, इसको कुछ भी करके इमोशन कनेक्ट होना चाहिए बस, कैसे भी करके. सिंपल है, सिंपल नैरेटिव है, ऐसे कुछ नहीं. मैंने कुछ सस्पेंस, इसमें कुछ सस्पेंस कुछ फैक्टर नहीं है. इमोशंस पे मैंने ज़्यादा ध्यान दिया. मतलब कि 2 सोसाइटी के लोग, साधारण चीज़ कैसे खास हो जाती है, मतलब एक रात में सिंपल थिंग बिकम डायमंड लाइक दैट. दिस इज मेरी सोच थी, और वो सोच गिरीश ने, क्योंकि शॉर्ट फिल्म में कोई पैसे लगाते नहीं, सच्चाई ये है. शॉर्ट फिल्म्स में कोई प्रोड्यूसर पैसे नहीं लगाएंगे. ये आप कभी भी जाओ, अगर आप अपने जेब से लगाओगे तो आप मतलब रेड कैमरा में शूट नहीं करोगे यार, कुछ करते हैं, सोनी में कर लेते हैं यार, इसमें कर लेते हैं. बट ही हैज़ फेथ एंड ही इज़ अ डायनामिक प्रोड्यूसर. आई नो बिकॉज ही इज नॉट ओनली माई फ्रेंड, ही हैज़ बीन प्रोड्यूसिंग फिल्म्स apart from my film, and the subject he is choosing is always different. It's a content driven film.
Everyone is content
driven. Message is there. मंटो की कहानी हो गई या कहीं भी, तो आई विश हिम ऑल द बेस्ट, क्योंकि मैं उसके साथ रहूँगा एज एन एक्टर, तो रहूँगा. एंड मैं चाहता हूँ कि शॉर्ट फिल्म्स, मैं भी ये भी चाहूँगा कि शॉर्ट फिल्म्स जो है इंडिया में, ये फॉरेन में अभी भी है, शॉर्ट फिल्म्स को बहुत तवज्जो दिया जाता है. शॉर्ट फिल्म्स को इससे गेटवे टू फिल्म्स. आप अगर 10 मिनट की स्टोरी को आप नरेट, मतलब इसको आप कन्वे कर रहे हो स्टोरी, आपको 2.5 घंटे की जरूरत नहीं है. 2.5 घंटे क्या है, सीट, आपको समोसा खाना है, पिक्चर देखना है, 2 गाने सुनने हैं, दैट इज 2.5 घंटा. पर आप अगर एक स्टोरी को 10 से 15 मिनट में दिखा देते हो, जैसी उनकी फिल्म हो गई, आई मिस्ड योर फिल्म ऑल्सो, बट हाउ यू नरेटेड, हाउ यू दैट द पैशन, द साइकिलिंग, आई वाज विजुअलाइजिंग एज एन एक्टर, कैसी होगी, गोप्रो शॉट लगाया होगा कि नहीं, ये लगाया होगा कि नहीं. तो दिस इज ऑल एक विजुअलाइजेशन स्टार्ट हो जाता है. तो एक सीखने मिलता है कि कैसे शॉर्ट्स लिए होंगे, कैसे एडिट किया होगा. सी शॉर्ट फिल्म्स मैं चाहता हूँ कि इंडिया में, मतलब मेरी ख्वाहिश है, मेरा मानना कि इसको हर तरीके से तवज्जो मिले, मॉनिटरी लेवल, इसको सेलिंग प्रोसेस में भी मिले. हम लास्ट में क्या करते हैं, बेचारे यूट्यूब में डाल देते हैं, देखो. पर अगर इसमें अगर हमको पैसे मिले एज ए प्रोड्यूसर को, अगर उसको आउटकम उसका OTT जैसे आ गई है, तो इससे क्या होगा कि एनकरेजमेंट बढ़ेगा, इसमें क्या होगा, और हम लोग हिम्मत कर सकते हैं अच्छे से, क्योंकि कंटेंट हमारे पास है, लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट्स है जो यूनिक भी है, हम कर सकते हैं. मतलब हम दिखा सकते हैं कि इस तरह से भी नैरेटिव हम शो कर सकते हैं. शॉर्ट फिल्म्स का मतलब जो फ्यूचर है बहुत अच्छा है मेरे ख्याल से. और इस तरह के MIFF में इस तरह के जो इसको इम्पोर्टेंस दिया जा रहा है, इट्स प्रिविलेज टू हैव माई फिल्म एंड एवरी फिल्म टू शोकेस, दैट्स माई, एज एन एक्टर तो मैं काम बहुत सालों से कर रहा हूँ, बट दिस फिल्म इज स्पेशल फॉर मी जस्ट बिकॉज conceived by me, the story. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Next, I would like to Ms. Radhika to introduce her film APPA'S Season to the audience.
Hi, I'm Radhika, and this is Devraj Pugulendi. He's my cinematographer. I come from Pondicherry, and he comes from Chennai. Um, I'm a psychotherapist, and I've been practicing for about 4 years now. And when I thought I'm going to experiment in making a film, the first thing that came was, what do I want to say? And or what do I want to explore? And one of the things that I have been very interested in and fascinated in is how we treat trauma in developing countries. If you just were to guess, like, what is the most common cause of childhood trauma in developing countries, just, just take a shot at it. Like, what do you think is this? Abuse. Okay.
Child exploitation.
Child exploitation.
Child abuse only, but child abuse, also same time.
Okay. Okay. So actually, it is alcoholism. Yeah, the impact of an alcoholic parent on a child. And it lasts through the child's adulthood, and it can lead to a lot of things. Like when they grow into an adult, they might become addicts themselves, they might have attachment issues, sometimes they might have OCD, and yeah, so and they might also have difficulty in forming long relationships with other people. But this is also an area where not much research is being done in developing countries, where we do have like very prevalent alcoholism. It is not, oh, I'm just going to have a drink a night. It is like, I want to escape this world, so I'm just going to get sloshed. And this film was an exploration of what these memories are and how a person can cope with those memories as an adult, and possibly heal as well, because healing is not a linear process. We cannot we cannot say like, oh, I'm free of trauma today, like, so it it's something that keeps coming back and back and back, and that's what the film is also. The memory, there's a memory, and then we get out of it, and then we go back to another memory. And also, these memories are not all bad and not all good. They're complex. Like, there might be a memory where the child in the film, she's having a lot of fun, but suddenly something else happens. The father might say something or do something that confuses her or conflicts her. So these are things that that generally we experience as human beings, but we don't talk about, because they're very simple, very, very simple things in our head. So we think like, oh, okay, like, this is not a big deal. But these are also things that impact us a lot. So that was why we got to this story. And this is my debut. So I do have a couple of learnings that I got from this, which I would like to share. That one is that don't act in a film that you direct. Yeah. So you'll have a really tough time, because through the post you're going to like keep looking at it and you're going to be like, oh no. So the actor in you and the director in you is going to keep getting conflicted. So yeah, that. And the other is that I have I have a newfound respect for all the filmmakers that I've worked with as an actor, because I'm like, okay, like a lot of times as actors, we keep going and asking like, sir, film ready, Aisha, is the film ready? And like, they'll be like, 2 more months, 2 more months. And then, so when the same thing happened to me, like where all my actors came and like they kept asking me, I was like, oh no, like, so apart from that, I think each of the person that I worked with in this film has been a teacher for me. Like every person, like Deva has taught me so much about how to translate, because I speak in emotion. I say that like, okay, like, you know, I want to feel this, Deva. And then he'll be like, okay, this does not communicate that. So can we try this? Can we try that? And like, we had a lot of these discussions even before the shoot. And that was so enriching for me. And even the edit, we also edited, we had a couple of edits again and again, a couple of months. And for a while, my editor didn't talk to me. Now we are back on talking terms. So, yeah. So, and the music, I have to mention him, Kebar Vasuki. When I told him the story of the film, he just started singing the song. He just started singing it, and we just started jamming, and then it was like it was so organic and it was so magical that that just came up just by not even seeing the film, but just by telling the story. And so yeah, so I'm really grateful for having worked with all these people and having gotten to learn so much from them. Yeah, so I would actually also like Deva to speak a few words about his experience of making the film. Tamil சொல்லுங்க.
நான் உங்களுக்கு தமிழ் தெரியும்.
Yeah, இதுதான். நீங்க பேசணும், நான் translate.
ஓகே. நான் இல்லை இல்லை இந்த படத்தை பற்றி சொல்கிறத சின்ன சின்ன இன்சிடென்ட் மட்டும் சொல்கிறேன். 2 இன்சிடென்ட் சொல்கிறேன். 2 இன்சிடென்ட் மட்டும் சொல்கிறேன். இந்த ஷூட்டு முன்னாடி நல்லா 1 வருஷம் பிளான் பண்ணோம். நிறைய வெதர்ஸ் பிளான் பண்ணாங்க. இந்த வெயில் காலம், அப்புறம் வந்து எல்லாம் காஞ்சி போயிருக்கணும், அப்புறம் வந்து குளிர்காலம், அந்த மாதிரிலாம் பிளான் பண்ணாங்க. எனக்கும் பெருசாக ஐடியாவில் எப்படி பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறமா கொஞ்சம் யூடியூப் அந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள்லாம் லேர்ன் பண்ணிவிட்டு நிறைய பிளான் பண்ணோம். அதுக்கே 1 வருஷம் ஆச்சு பிளான் பண்ணி. இந்த மாதம் ஷூட் பண்ணலாம், இந்த மாதம். பசங்க மட்டும் வளர்ந்துட்டே இருந்தாங்க. ஆனால் வெதருக்காக நாங்கள் வெயிட் பண்ணோம். ஆனால் மற்ற ஆர்டிஸ்ட்லாம் நல்லா பசங்க மட்டும் வளர்ந்துட்டே வந்தாங்க. நல்ல வேலை ஷூட் முடித்த உடனே அது பொண்ணு பெரிய பிள்ளை ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ வளர்ந்துருச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறம் முடிச்சிட்டோம், ஒரு ஷூட் முடிச்சிட்டோம். ஷூட் போகிறதுக்கு முந்தின நாள் வந்து நம்மளே தானே ஷார்ட் ஃபிலிம் தானே, நம்மளே தானே எல்லாத்தையுமே கேரி பண்ணி எடுத்து போய் போட்டு அந்த ரிஹர்சல்லாம் பண்ணி அந்த மாதிரி பண்ணுவோம்ல. அந்த ரிஹர்சலுக்கு போகும்போது ஒரு ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆகிடுச்சு இவங்களுக்கு. நான் பின்னாடி வந்துட்டு இருந்தேன் பைக்கில். ஆக்சிடென்ட் ஆகிடுச்சு. அதுக்கப்புறமா 1 மாதம் பிரேக். இது மாதிரிலாம் நடந்துச்சு. நான் வந்து விட்டுருப்பேன், எதுக்கு பண்ணிவிட்டு இவங்க ஃபினிஷ் பண்ணாங்க. ஸோ அது எனக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தது. ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாங்க மறுபடியும். ஸோ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணாங்கன்னா நம்ம முடிச்சு கொடுக்கணும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி முடிஞ்சுது. மற்றபடி டெக்னிக்கலாக எதுவும் நான் பேச வேண்டாம். அது அப்புறம் இன்னொரு நடந்தது. இப்போ படம் முடிஞ்சுது. படம் முடிஞ்சு ஒருத்தர் வந்து முதுகில் தட்டினார். நல்லா இருந்துச்சு படம், இங்கிலீஷில் பேசினார். சூப்பராக இருந்துச்சு மேம், என்ன எக்யூப்மெண்ட் யூஸ் பண்ண, என்ன அதெல்லாம் கேட்டார். கொஞ்சம் நம்ம டெக்னிக்கலாக பேசும்போது கொஞ்சம் சொல்லிட்டோம்ல, சொல்லிட்டேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் போயிட்டார். அவர் போயிட்டதுக்கப்புறம் இன்னொரு பர்சன் வந்து, அவர் யார் தெரியுமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டார். அது தெரியல, அவர் தான் வந்து தும்ப டேரக்டர். எனக்கு இது ரொம்ப ஆச்சரியமாயிடுச்சு. எனக்கு வந்து நான் வந்து படம் 2-3 வாட்டி அந்த படம் பார்த்து ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள் நடக்கும்போது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. நம்மளும் கொஞ்சம் கரெக்டாக தான் போயிட்டுருக்கோம், கரெக்டான வழியில் போயிட்டுருக்கோன்றது இருந்துச்சு. தேங்க்ஸ் ராதிகா. அந்த மாதிரி டெக்னிக்கலாக எதுவும் பேசல, படத்தை பற்றி எதுவும் பேசல. சாரி, தேங்க்ஸ்.
What he said is that we planned a lot for the film. We planned for a year to shoot this film. We wanted to shoot it in different seasons. But as we were planning, also we were very sure of like who the child actor was, and they kept growing up. By the time we finished the shoot, she became really big. So that was one thing. And and what happened on the first day of the shoot is that like generally it is like we take all the things and go to the location. So we were doing that, and Deva was coming on his bike and I was going in the mini door, and I had an accident. So for about a month again, like our shoot was stopped. He said that he really liked that I finished the project and I didn't leave it with that. Today, one of the experiences that he had was that somebody came and tapped him on his shoulder and was talking to him for a really long time. He was talking to him in English, and he was just like, okay. Someone else came and asked him after he left that, like, do you know who he is? He's the director of Tumbad. And that's a film that Deva really likes, and he has watched it a couple of times. So when experiences like this happen, it makes him very, very happy. So he also says that he does not want to talk about anything technical. This is what he wants to share. Yeah.
Thank you all for sharing your experiences. I would now invite a few questions from the audience. You can take the mic.
Yes, sir, to three of you and Sir Anuj sir, that you told you have done theatre before, like before films. So what do you enjoy more, theatre, plays, or film? Yeah, to you and like.
Okay. Basically, I'm an actor, but I told you. And as an actor, it is all same. You know, you will have to act, and audience should enjoy. So there's a difference between films and theater. Is dialogue, which you say that you will have to. I mean, that reach should be there till the audience, last row of the audience, and here your reach is your mic. This is the only difference while acting in the film and the stage. What I felt, nobody has taught me that. While doing, I felt it, and I think this is the only difference in acting. Any other thing if you want to ask about the?
Yeah, for you.
Okay, yeah. Well, I think theater is very hard, and because theater is like one take. You can't have a second take in theater. In movies, you can have as many takes you want. So theater is very hardcore. You have to be perfect on the spot at there, and you get a live audience reaction. Movies are, I would say, I won't say it's easy to make movies, but as compared to theater, you can do a lot of retakes. The camera you can tell, you can do many angles. In theater, you can't do that. Plus, the difference is on theater, you get a live reaction instantly. And for movies, you have to wait to complete it, then you get the reaction. So you don't know is the product right. In theater, you know that you have done it, you have done the thing right. Plus, now I feel the difference between theater is because of the OTT, the movies have a bigger reach. And theater, sometimes I feel has taken a backstage, though theater is the core of this, to be honest, right? If you
So
see
could you
all the
keep
big
the
actors,
mic a little
sorry.
closer,
So,
please?
if you see all the big actors, they done theater only, but that's the core. But now, because of the OTT platforms and so many channels coming up, theater has taken a backseat because audience reach is actually not there. That's the two reasons. But theater is, I think, is very important.
That's it. Yeah, so you.
She found it really tough between. Sorry. She said it was tough being an actor and a director. So I just wanted.
Sorry. So it's about theater and film acting. I really enjoy theater. That's my thing. There's something else about the camera which is interestingly very magnetic. That like, what happens in a set is that they say action. And before that, like the entire set would be like acha, cha, 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 like that. And the moment they say action, everything becomes quiet, and everybody is rooting for this one person or two people performing to just be like, okay, they should get it, they should get it. And that is something in a shooting set that like I really, really like. That's like adrenaline for me. Like, yeah, I enjoy watching other people do that on set, and I enjoy that for myself as well. Yeah.
I would like to ask each of the filmmakers that so far your experience in MIFF, what are the key takeaways, and what has inspired you, and what else do you aspire for from this festival? We can start with you, Radhika. I'll repeat. Like so far, what has been your experience at MIFF? For some of you, you'll be coming to MIFF for the first time. So, what are the key takeaways and what do you more aspire for from this festival?
I was telling someone else also that this is my first experience of community as a filmmaker, and I've been really enjoying it. And also after like 1 year of online festivals, meeting people in person, talking to them about films, watching so many wonderful films, that's been a really wonderful experience. And I'm hoping to keep in touch and collaborate with a lot of people that I've met here. And my expectation would be to keep coming back. That's all. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it is great watching different films and meeting different people, having conversation. It is really a great thing, and it is possible in the festivals only. And these kind of festivals where people come from other places, it's really a great experience. And most important thing, we all, like my producer, my actor, and he's my creative director. The short film, there's no platform for short film. And the festival, I think MIFF and other festivals, they give the beautiful platforms like a theater, watching people, they all are watching the film and enjoying. This is the great thing which is happening in festivals, especially for the short films. Because we don't get any other platform, because we are trying to submit here and there, here and then, and we are trying to, film should reach in the, masses. So we are not getting all that. So now you want to say something?
Yeah. See, actually, we apply in a lot of festivals. Like I told you last time, like I'm going to make him short films only. Like I was a theater actor before also. So when we film like us, like when we are selected in a very prestigious festival like MIFF, first it is a very honor for us, actually. But I have a question for OTT platforms like Hotstar, Z5, and various platforms, right? I have a very good question for them. Like, since theater was closed and OTT platform came on, so a lot of films start showing in OTT platforms. And at that time, we thought it's good for us also. So we start making short films, and afterward, but once when we approach them, like when we try to make, like I have a short film on my channel, which is like we spend a 50,000 rupees something on that. But when the way I told you last time, like I made a short film with Vinay Pathak. So we put in a lot of production value also. Like if you have seen this film, we put a lot of money in this. So when we go to the, like after making a, like we are making a short film, we're not making or doing a TVC. TVC, we know like money is going to come. Like if we make a TVC, money anyhow, whether it is a what you put in the hard-earned money, it's going to come, or you make a profit. But short film, the way Sudeep told, like it is not necessary it will come or not. But when we try to make short films, when we have a people to see, so why can't we are supported, we are encouraged to come on platforms. Like when we approach them, they say pay-per-view. And it is not easy for anyone, like people like us, when we try to get, we can't get a big face value for a short, but still we try to get people, we try to get a good content. But when we go to them, they have only, like they doesn't pay half the money also. Honestly, like we spend around 10 to 12 lakh rupees on the short film, like the way we are doing right now. But I am doing it, and more than that also. But when we go to the same platform, good platforms also, they have only one thing, pay-per-view. I don't know what is the reason for that. They doesn't support us in that way also. Like half, like they can also make out what is the production value. Like we can't say we have made 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs or something. But at least they should support us, if I'm not wrong, because there are a lot of filmmakers. Though I'm a producer, but there are a lot of filmmakers like us who are trying to come in the market, so that we should also have, like I have a dream of, like my company name is Saints and Pictures. So I want one day it should go to somewhere. So though I don't need contacts or something. So that's why I'm trying to make small films. I'm trying to upgrade, like the way I made a Shweta Tiwari ji also, Indra Tiwari, which is on post right now. But I'm trying to, honestly, I'm trying to sell in some OTT platform. 2 or 3 have approached also, but same thing. Your film is very good, quality is very good, but again,
Face is not there. Face is not there.
Face is not there. But money is not there. And the same platform, when they come with the big faces and their film is flopped, I don't know, you must have seen, I don't want to say the name and all, but they are happy with them. Again, the same people will come on the floor, same productioners will come on the floor, but people like us are not getting a chance for that. I don't know what is the reason. So that is the only question I have with it.
I just want to say something about this. Actually, this condition will not change unless creators consider short film as a complete art by itself. As you said, it is not a gateway to films. When you write a short story, no one will come and ask you, okay, it is good. When are you going to write a novel? But when you make a short film, people come, oh, it's a very good short film. When are you going to do a feature film? It is an art by itself. First, creators have to believe that it is not a gateway or ticket to make big films. And this will change only if the creators are stubborn enough not to upload their films for free on YouTube. Unless your art is available for free on YouTube, no OTT will be ready to buy it and give you some money for that, right? Why cinema is such a big commercial medium here? Because you can only watch it in a theater. If cinema is free here and they are uploading it on YouTube, obviously cinema will also lose its value. Like short films are getting, we don't have such a market right now, right? So that is the reason for this. This is what I believe.
Only one thing, like I've seen the platform, just give an example of Hotstar. They have a film also. At the same time, they have short films also. So I only have one question, like when you take a short film from us, so there's a lot of hard work, a lot of money gone. If you like it, then there is the reason you are taking it, right? Like out of 100 films, they are selecting 20 films in that. So when they are selecting 20 films on that from 100 films, I just say ki they should encourage the short film makers. Like that is the reason. I'm not saying I want to go for a feature film, but at the same time, when people like us trying to make small short films, small. Again, I'm saying I'm not making TVC. There are a lot of directors I know who knows I'm very good in production and all. So they come to me. They say, let's make a TVC. But that is not a storytelling for me actually. That is not my passion.
Yes,
I was an actor. I was a theatre actor.
I completely understand your concern and I share your concern too. But I'm just saying the scenario.
And why I said the gateway, because I knew the example, because have you seen Tandav, the short film Tandav? Yes. That director, after making Tandav, he got the producer, because I know him, because I worked with Manoj Bajpayee. So I know the case, I know the producer. So they approached the big people. They saw Tandav, and Manoj Bajpayee was there in Tandav. They made Bhosle. Before that, they made something. Ajji. So black. So why it is the gateway means you have that access. I mean, people will take you seriously.
Yes. Look, what I'm saying is you can make a short film and some producer can see it and offer you a feature film.
Yeah.
But you should not make a short film only to make a feature film.
Only to make a feature film. No,
Yes.
the intention should not be there.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Passion always should be there.
Actually, in Tamil Nadu, we are seeing 95% of the short films made were just made in an intention
Of to make a film, feature film.
and they have no regret to upload it on YouTube. They just
That
need immediate
I'm
attention.
strictly against that idea
Yes,
to uploading it to YouTube to make them show them that this is the film I made. No, you have to wait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Putting the amount like if
What are you saying? Where is the return? How long you will put money?
see, we are using we are
No, that is what I'm saying. The OTTs will buy the short film only when they know that it will have some market. Market will not be created unless the art is available on YouTube for free. That is what
no,
I'm saying.
that
I share
I'm
the
agreeing
concern.
with you. No, YouTube we should not put. That's the reason. But OTT should have that liberty. I mean, they should give the liberty, that motivation. We have the OTT platform. See, they are making a lot of money from features and series and everything. For this is just a gesture. No, we can take this film. You have a series of work, and I'm not new to the industry. They have seen me as an actor. Okay, he has done some work, and this is something new he has, showing. We are not blaming OTTs. They have some strategies, everything. But as a human being, at last पैसा सबको भूख तो सबको लगती है, तो किसके लिए पैसे? तो even monetary is very important. अब बोलते हैं ना कि हम लोग बना रहे हैं just for passion. It will not work for longer.
Yes.
आपको कहीं ना कहीं आपको commercial cinema बनाने पड़ेगा. I mean, though it is story is parallel or something. मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि parallel cinema भी एक market.
எனக்கு புரியல. I don't understand.
You didn't understand.
English.
Okay, I said कि parallel cinema के जो लोग जो makers है ना, they also make commercial cinema, and commercial cinema also have the parallel touch. How you put, मैंने this is ये जो distinguish जो किया है ना, ये उनके ही किए हुए हैं, parallel cinema, commercial cinema, this cinema. My point is, मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि हर फिल्म की, मतलब शॉर्ट फिल्म, डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज, उसकी एक प्लेटफॉर्म हो, और उसका एक जेस्चर हो कि ठीक है आप बनाओ, that you know the partnership should be there.
Yes, I hope the B2B.
B2B, I don't know how beneficial it is, but this is a nice way to interact with OTT people
And to talk about that, actually, yesterday we had a Facebook Live with MIFF. We said the same point. Cinema, whatever, it's an art form, but it is a commercial.
That's what I wanted to say.
So there will be some compromises. You have to satisfy certain people. There will be knife hanging over your head. So I believe the soul of this art lies in the short films. And an exclusive festival for short films and documentaries, it is something very. It's a great thing Mumbai Festival is doing. And actually, this is the first time for us coming here as a director and as a team. We were actually very much amazed by the whole setup. That was very surprising. To be particular, there is a tribute to Satyajit Ray. That was excellent. The way they planned things, and the statue was there. There is so much of life in that statue. Actually, MIFF should make a statue of the man who made that statue.
So that is very, very interesting point. Because we are running a little short on time, I would request Anuj also to share his experiences of MIFF before we wrap up the session.
Yeah, I think I've been to various, festivals in past 6 months, but this is the biggest of all, I would say. The way you guys organize it, the way the interaction is having, the way all the movies, the way audience, everything. I think for me, it will be that keep making good movies, come back to MIFF again, do good work. That's the inspiration, which is which actually you can get over here. So I think that's the plus point. When you see your movies, when you see other people's movies, you go back and you say, अच्छी movies बनाओ और यहाँ फिर से वापस आओ.
So it is actually very encouraging for the entire MIFF team also. And we are honored and privileged to have so many diverse set of filmmakers with us who are producing and generating such great content. Like today when we discussed about the themes, they varied from food and politics, change of heart over a conversation, then an ACCHI NAUKRI, as you said, and talking about memories and alcoholism. So the subjects are diverse and they are varied. And this is something which intrigues audience, and this is what people want. They want themes unexplored to be spoken about and to be talked about much. I thank you all once again.
I'm so sorry, I just want to add something.
Yes,
Excellent
sure.
point that you
Yes,
made.
yes.
We, like you said, it is all different films, but I get the feeling that every filmmaker that is sitting here, the film is about self-realization more than anything else. I like the fact that it all connects all of us. And I haven't watched any of these films, but I plan to watch it on MIFF. I have subscribed for MIFF Hybrid. So I plan to go and watch it because now I'm very much interested in watching all these films after this conversation, especially ACCHI NAUKRI. I really want to see what's it about. Seriously. That's why I said it's about self-realization and a realization around us. So I like the fact that happened here, really. I won't.
Madam,
I
just
would never.
1 minute. Yeah, one
Yes,
question.
yes.
Yeah, Radhika, it's to you. With the conversations out of that, I got in my mind because they were talking about the market of short films. How did you got the luxury to get Vasuki Vaibhav on board for your short film?
Kebar Vasuki?
Yeah.
Kebar Vasuki and I started, we moved to Chennai at the same time to work in different aspects. He wanted to become a musician and I wanted to become an actor. So I worked as a storyteller for a while to sustain myself at that time. He worked as a librarian. So we've been exploring worlds since then. So this is the beginning of our collaboration. So yeah.
And finally, just to add point, Karthik Subraju started his career as a short film maker first. And even today, Anurag Kashyap makes a lot of short films, though he makes all big feature films. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for joining us today. This entire session was more about brainstorming, collaborations, and it was a very interactive one. Thank you for giving us, the audience, all the insight. And all those of you who haven't yet watched, you can register on the online mode at miff.in. The feature films, the short films, documentaries, animations will be available till 7th of June 2022. Thank you all once again for participating and enriching MIFF with your great content. Thank you.
Thank you so much.